So God now gives you a helper, someone that is helping you with bills. Okay, leave it there. Tell him thank you. If you want to pay with your palm, in fact, take some of that money, go and buy a present for his wife, and tell him, go and give this to your wife. Yes, because a lot of the wives also know that their husbands have something outside, but as long as you do not cross that boundary, and it boils down to the man. There are men that will tell you that, look, I like you, but the day you mention my wife's name, that's the end.
If you were married to me, for instance, and you found out that I have this lady, but I'm not bringing it home, it's just for the arranges and, you know, for the time when you'll be busy.
Number one, it depends on how many years we've been married for. It depends on how many years we've been married for. Yes, because me, the thing go down tire. Your concord goes down tire you.
Yeah.
If not first marriage, we go dey fight. If you be tell me that I don't tire for the, you go embarrass yourself.
Please, because of Instagram.
I said floppy. I mean, our computer disk now. So it's floppy now. It's no longer as strong as. So it depends. Now, if you're providing, no. Okay, if we provide everything for house, and we don't marry these are kind 30 years, bros, if it makes you happy, just make sure that my children are fine, I'm fine. But if I decide to also taste outside, no come bring quarrel. What is good for the fish is good for the gander now. As food wants tighter, me, I want bigger and stronger. Yes.
Iyabo Ojo, how are you? Before Victoria.
Yes, how are you there?
I'm fine.
Auntie Iyabo, good evening, ma.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Bring your babe. I bring my guy.
Victoria is cracking me up.
And none of us will enjoy ourselves.
She's not finding it funny.
I'm screaming, ho, and I'm not screaming like that for you. You will sit up.
You will sit up.
You will sit up. Because I don't want to go political or religion or anything, but as a human being, now, is it fair? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the truth. Iyabo, you're a babe. Let's just be very, very real. Let me tell you something. Any woman will love man, cannot share.
At all.
True.
You see, any woman that married a man for an agenda was her own. She
doesn't care. Yes.
I will still get my side bobo now. I dey collect. You go do your nonsense outside. In fact, if you want, I will supply for you. But as I dey supply, maybe they set to me.
Oh
so you want us to make a fool of ourselves. We make a fool of ourselves. Now, it is very, very different from a woman that built from the scratch. We were drinking gari and sleeping in mattress. And then God bless us.
It's painful.
Don't forget, say, a typical Igbo, we they pray. We go naked, they pray, may God bless our husband, so that at least in the presence of elders, our husband can talk. Because if you don't have money, you cannot talk. So you don't finish doing prayer, and then the man, God blesses him, and then he wants to come and do this one. In short,
it's painful.
People are fearing.
Just lover, just lover,
Just lover is here now.
If it is not God that we are worshiping, he will go to that his babe. It will not. Come. You.
Vicky, don't let them shadow ban you.
Oh yeah.
You think it's easy to be eating okra for 10 years? You don't know that means that you want to see. I want
with some fried rice and jollof rice.
Let me tell you, when wives always say I have headache, it's not that they have headache. They don't tire. They just endure. They just endure. I have headache. My period is what is not right is not right. Let's leave all this.
All right.
Anyway, if the man gets enough to share, which one concern me? Some people say they go even do each other. You go they bring money, everybody go they happy.
Iyabo also
You will kill me.
I can imagine that the freeze, if you marry me and Iyabo, hey!
oh now. Run, go. My
Disaster.
Voila.
A serious disaster.
Oh my God.
No, honestly, no.
My
It's really
Oh.
crazy, though. You know.
story
It's
has always been
it's
my.
it,
But let me hand over to Iyabo. Okay, let me hear you.
okay. So I don't even know what to say honestly, because I think like it's a very sensitive issue.
Mm.
And it's a very delicate one because we don't know how it all played out behind closed doors. We
Mm.
don't know if he has sat down with his wife to have a discussion about it, but based on her response on his page saying God will judge you, made it seem like she's not in agreement
In agreement.
with the second wife.
Mm.
So it's one just like for me, if I have to talk what's in my mind now, I'll be trending tomorrow on social media.
Oh, Victoria, I don't know where to.
So let me just you don't tell me we don't come over husband house now, I don't taste more. So I really don't I don't think I'm in a better position to say anything. But I feel the lady's pain, and every woman, even the new wife now, if the man begin cheat on another again, she said her body go boil. I don't, it's normal
Mm.
for you to not want to share your man.
Mm.
It's very, very normal. But sometimes you see social media, what plays out on social media is not what plays out in real life. And I know that most times, even in relationships, we fall in and out of love.
Mm.
We fall in and out of love. Some people will get married and they're going to love from the beginning to the end of their life. And even in death, they will still love their partners. But some people will fall in love and in the middle of the relationship, they will just fall out.
Mm.
Yeah.
But they will still be there, passing it up because of what the society will say, the kind of pictures they want to paint, or they are painting, family pressure, children. A lot of families, or will I say, a lot of husband and wives are. Did Daddy freeze or what happened to his phone? Okay.
It's
So I mean, you can
it's like
maybe
the
you will come
video
back.
went off. Yeah, the video
Yeah.
went off.
Okay. So so I know like a lot of people
Sorry,
like remain in marriages because of Daddy freeze, you freezed up for a while though.
I was listening to you.
Yeah, so like I was saying, a lot of people stay in marriages for different reasons and the love is not there. Because most times it might be that they don't really spark up their relationship. And people change, as we grow, we change. Okay. A lot of men get it wrong. And these are discussions I have with my friends. When the guy is young, the lady is young, they get married, there's love, love, love. Then the lady starts having kids. She's so, concentrating on the children and all that. And then she does not really have that, that time to show so much love and affection towards her husband. She's putting all the attention on the children. She doesn't even have time for herself, looking good, taking care of herself, And the guy is also there getting distracted, wanting. A lot of things changes in her body. See, men. You people, it's only you people that understand yourself. And a lot of times, the kind of way you guys portray yourself when you get married, oh, I want my wife like this, you're okay like that, is a lie. You're not okay. But because you feel like if you tell your wife, oh, I'm not okay, I want you to be this kind of way, you feel like you are preparing her for another person. So I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. You just want her, oh, you are okay. Even when she's tying her paw on her chest, you are okay the way you are. Even maybe your own, I can't use that word now, your own drive has gone high. Yes. Or you start to want to play some fantasy in your head that you can do with her. But you are feeling like, don't let me play this fantasy with my wife because I don't want her to get spoiled. Or I don't want her to, you understand? I want, you begin to see her like the mother of your children. She's you understand? She's your partner. She's no longer that girlfriend anymore to you. Where you guys can talk about things on her, let's do this, let's do that, let's travel, let's, So you see that sometimes in marriages, the love just fades away because there's no activity, there's no excitement, there's no fantasy that you're doing together, there's no dirty talks. I'm trying to be careful because of Instagram, so they don't come and shadow ban me. There's nothing to spice up the relationship. And then these men, they start to look for it outside. A lot of them are like that. And the woman too. So sometimes it's vice versa. Some women, as they grow older, their S drive increases. You understand? But they stay.
Or does it read as they grow?
No, it increases. So as you grow older, it increases. That's why I see a lot of all these sugar mommy running after all these sugar boys. When the babas are too busy looking for money and doing cheap alaji up and down, looking for political contracts, the women are busy looking for all the young boys to give them the cocoa. You see? So now, if you notice, those kind of marriages, it lasts longer because the woman does not really have time, whether the man is carrying one sugar. And the woman too wants to be feeling young, is carrying one sugar girl up and down that is deceiving him, telling him, oh, baby, right? But the problem is, they don't really discuss these things. Lack of communication causes a lot of problems in marriages.
Now,
and the network is so bad.
No,
hello?
Clearly, I don't know. I can see you and hear you clearly.
I can hear.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you
hear.
clearly. We can all hear you clearly.
So, okay, so like I was saying, a lot of times, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that most people, after a few years in their marriage, they are changing because they are growing. As you grow, your mentality, your drive, everything begins to change. Some of the things you begin to find exciting, some fantasies in your head, but they never get to discuss it. The husband is not wanting to talk to the wife about it. The wife is also not wanting to share that part with them. And so you see that they're living together, but they become strangers. Even though they're living together as a couple, they become strangers. And it happens a lot. A lot. And
yeah, but I think maybe that's in Nigeria. I think that's in Nigeria because here.
Yeah, of course, I'm relating it to Nigerian men. I'm relating to Nigerian men. So a lot of times in a lot of marriages, they pretend. 80% of the time, the wife is pretending, the husband is pretending. They're really not real with each other. And so that's always a problem, mostly in marriages. A lot of times they pretend to each other. When the wife wants to, try to show herself like, oh, right now, I feel we should, the man is like, where are you learning all this thing from? It's like this and that. It's like this. You can't even complain to your husband and say, oh, babe, I'm not satisfied anymore. The man will be like, what do you mean you're not satisfied? La, 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 la. It becomes a problem. And people forget that as we grow, as we age, a lot of things change with us. And that's the only constant thing, which is change. And as long as you guys don't discuss it, you guys don't talk about it, you guys don't share, you guys just have to be your boyfriend and girlfriend thing has to keep. The way we did love 19 years ago, 18 years ago, the way we played it out is so different from the way we are playing it now. The kind of Victoria, the kind of way we understood them as when we were teenagers is different how they are doing it now.
Everything
you
is
understand?
Different.
Everything is different. And if you don't flow with time and age, you just remain in your 1990 something years. All these young girls that are coming now.
No, but I beg to disagree. I don't agree with you on that. The first problem that we have about marriage is that people don't even understand what marriage is.
What marriage is.
People don't even, and in that Nigeria, well, na day, people don't understand it at all. See, marriage is a commitment.
But hold on. Sorry, I want to ask a question. We are African. Marriage according to Oyibo people is different from marriage according to African context. Let us not depart from that.
Can I say something, please?
Okay.
So if you, I was saying it before, I come from a polygamous home. Most people of my age, if they are not from polygamous homes, their parents were from polygamous homes. This monogamy is about 100 years old in this Nigeria, where we preach monogamy, say it good. About 100 years, never too long ago. I remember my grandfather died. His younger wife and my grandmother came to do that 40 days mourning period in our house with my father. And my house has always been open to my grandfather's other wives. It was never an issue. So that's how do we put this in the African context? And I need you ladies to talk about this, especially the two.
Can I say something, please?
Nollywood movies where polygamy is featured, because we can't say Nollywood is not blind to polygamy. There are stories where you have polygamy. Yawo Kekere is the younger wife. Yale is the older wife in Yoruba culture.
Yeah.
I'm sure Victoria will be able to give us the Igbo perspective. Even in Igbo culture, polygamy is not frowned upon. So let's talk about this marriage. How did we miss it by copying the Oyibo people? Because in the Bible, men had many wives. Our fathers had many wives. Our grandfathers had many wives. Did we miss it by trying to do this one man, one wife culture that we got from the Europeans?
The thing is, I think, okay, let her talk. Wanting to say
for me, I just feel like, for me, I think this one man, one wife thing, but we always like to shy away from the truth.
Okay.
We always try to shy from the truth.
The truth of the matter, that's the way you don't want to
cheat. And Victoria, you should not be surprised. Men, our you know, as the industry dinner is very hard. Very, very hard.
Section the Yapo say our video no dey interesting.
Very hard for an actor in Nigeria. I've never seen a faithful actor, so I don't understand.
You don't give this love a food now. I don't go again.
No, but it's the fact now. Do you know how women, girls, flock? Victoria, it's funny. Anybody that is married to an actor should always have that. To go and buy what they call shock absorber, because it's normal. It's very difficult. No, we always just pretend.
I don't agree.
You don't see actor where they faithful.
Yes.
Maybe not deeper like
that Hausa guy where they marry that Igbo girl. That guy looks very decent. So no, be everybody.
Which one? Which one for where? For where?
I know that thing. That no, I no go agree say that guy they do anything. No, I no go. That Hausa guy married that Igbo girl now. I don't know their name. But what I'm saying is,
Victoria.
Okay, I think when we miss it is love.
Can I say something?
Can
I say something?
Please say
And
something.
I want to say something. That is freeze. Concerning this polygamy you just mentioned, I think it should be proper. Every woman have a right to decide if they want to go into polygamy. It should be proper when you're getting married to a lady, you should give her the option to choose that maybe in some years to come, I would like to have a second wife. I think it will give the women this issue of heart attack. She should be expecting it that, yes, I was informed. But for this kind of news to just come out to your face, it can crumble you. In as much as we understand that African men is in their nature.
Are you sure she did not know about it? Maybe she didn't know that the guy was going to marry her.
The polygamy thing is arranged. But my point is also, if another woman is coming in, another guy should come in, or the brother should come and help.
That is the point. That is the area the men will never accept from the women.
He's this thing. He needs change. The woman.
My dear,
it doesn't happen like that. Because see, let me tell you, this is our generation. You see the generation of your daughter and my daughter. They don't have time. Oh. They don't have time.
No.
Victoria.
They don't have time.
Yeah, you don't stay for this industry. Anybody that is married to an actor, gay, already has a shock absorber.
Iyabo, during my time,
Victoria,
I can swear
everybody married to an actor gets shock absorber already because she knows.
Auntie Iyabo, this new set of Nollywood.
I said not everybody.
Maybe
in my own time, we still had. I can even mention someone like Alex Osifo, right?
Yes.
Alex Osifo, lie. No, I said that's why I said in my own time.
No scatter table now our industry. No scatter table now our industry.
Now just glorified. If I'm not even glorified, now just another name for what female prostitute. That is it. You know, a guy is watching a movie, and the next thing is, I would like to smash this. That is what they are seeing. There's no acting anymore. The only acting remaining in Nigeria is probably stage acting. Stage acting is the only acting.
No, there's acting. No, there's acting. It's not just there's this small acting now.
There's
this small acting. There's this small acting.
See, let me tell you, the problem we are having in marriage now is love.
Because
people love. Remove love from marriage, and we will live happily. You know why we will live happily? I married you because you can provide for me. You married me because I am beautiful. We are happy.
Yes.
When my beauty is not shocking you anymore, allow somebody else to enjoy my beauty. You go and do your own thing. Everybody is happy.
Say the industry be like they talk. No, I have to get off this show before I
Auntie Victoria, if we want to start, according to Auntie Iyabo, if we want to start giving men this, you know that in this new generation now, there is no respect for marriage anymore. Because of this nature, the men are handling it. No woman wants to be faithful anymore. No woman wants to be serious anymore. Because of this,
I can say
it's not helping the new generations that are coming.
I'm not even telling my daughter about marriage.
It's not helping.
Beautiful 14-year-old girl. I'm not telling her about marriage. What I'm telling her,
not helping. It's not helping. That's the truth. It's not helping. Because in as much as reality, based on your experience in the industry and all of that. But the truth of the matter is that we are not helping the new generations that are coming.
that she
The
come
new
and
generation that are coming, they are going to be brutal.
This polygamist has been, it has been forever. It's just that social media is just bringing it out now that we are seeing it on social media. All these things have been happening even before we were born.
It's been happening even before we were born. Do you know how many
It's
people
just that social media is bringing it out more.
Babes,
You understand? And a lot of women are beginning to have the courage.
Babe,
You understand? To walk out of a marriage that is,
now God,
that is stretching them out. Or
polygamy come be like saying you get a CB. It is not every woman's husband that you can share. I'm from Aruchuku, Abia State. It is not every woman. Machineke only woman abakwa forest.
That's
why you see because the first wife will go and cook, the husband will eat and it will react. The second wife will cook and counter that one. That is what was happening. There was a lot of bitterness and anger. Children were being destroyed for no reason. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody, it's not every woman's husband that you can snatch. Some of them, na headache, they send the person to heaven.
Fat, 100% fat.
Oh, yeah, believe that, you know. It not be, hey, they go use the sacrifice. And nothing will happen. She go still go church, go confess, then go still give and see.
No, there's something called karma. Karma happens, see. There's nothing called karma. There's something called karma, yeah. Karma happens. But that does not change the fact that
it's taking a long time. I'm talking about
wait.
Auntie Victoria, the para.
No,
karma happens in Victoria, yeah.
It's because of that a lot of things are just happening nonsense.
Are going wrong. A lot of things are going wrong.
If it is a matter of her time.
Wait. Victoria, wait. Karma happens.
On a Kenny JP. Oh, make it Olanu no just straight. Go on, not getting noise. Very long came for what? She naked. Now that poor because of this also.
Victoria, cool down. Your blood is hot. Your blood is hot.
That's the way don't suffer. God forbid. What you will also just consider and just a chopper like that. He gonna choke you now. How? Hey.
But there's nothing you can do about it. It's normal.
Iyabo. I say leave. Oh God. God, now he can't even spoil many things now.
Yes.
God. If you want
my own time when I was married. See, let me tell you something about life. You just need to learn. Like the wife just needs to focus all her energy and her life on her children, and that's the fact. It happens. You cry, you buckle up, and then you just move on. Her love to focus it. Yeah. When I was married, you know me, I married poor man. My husband don't get money at all when I got married to him. It caused a lot of problems in my marriage then, yeah? I was disowned for a while because they didn't want me to marry the person I got married to. You know this way all these old, rich family they be. They always want you to marry somebody, maybe like a family friend, somebody they know, a rich person, you understand? Now, when eventually they left some wealth for me after my dad forgave me, yeah? The first thing I wanted to do was change our life. Because then my husband was living in one room and I went to live with him there. I had my first son there. I had my daughter there also, right? When I got that money, it was about roughly 7-point-something million then. The first thing I did was wanted to change our... Initially, I don't see all the problem because I don't see her for my wedding night. I was thinking, should I run away with this money and start my life with my 2 children? But may so rest in peace. One of my friends then in school, then I was in Lagos State Polytechnic, I was schooling. I was, like I had that discussion with him and one of my friends, Elijah, like that. And they were like, I don't do that. Maybe because he doesn't have money, blah, 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 blah. Cut long story short. Right? So I took this money, gave him some to start his own business, changed our life from where we were in Tibet to Agidingbi, furnished it, because now one room we not get even that one room, I mean they pay that time. Yeah. So did everything from spoon to everything, change our children's school fees, everything. Bought him I bought 3 cars that year. Bought for him, bought for my mom, so that my mom was angry about it. But so I had to buy her that car to like let her just calm down. Like, oh yeah, mom, calm down. Because she was like, this guy will help you finish your money. But you know the way mothers are. Oh yeah, mama, take car. Give her small money too. I should have spent that money, you know, and 7.1 million then was a lot of money. I'm talking about. Yeah. So everything. Sent money to his brother for education, the one abroad, opened the shop for the mom, their foster mom, because his own real mom was late, the woman who raised me. Did a whole lot of things for the family and myself. You know, long story short now, when armed robbers came to our home, did what they had to do, I got roots in my compound, yeah? Got beaten, battered, everything happened. I was in the hospital for weeks, you know, blah, blah, blah. Came out, did all that. Then in my head, I'm like, I can't go back to this house again. I was traumatized. I had to move to his own brother's house, who was where he was in K2 with my 2 kids. And I've not seen him because he said that place is a room and parlor. Now we just moved away from our 2-bedroom apartment because armed robbers vandalized the whole thing. I was raped in there and a lot of things happened. I can't go back there, even though my rent was not expired. So we moved to his brother's place in K2, blah, blah. I was there with the 2 children, struggling, you know, like it was a room and parlor. So we were managing. They said, I can't stay with you people. You know, the whole place is so tight. So let me go and stay with my friend because the armed robbers also wound him in his head, like, so that he can heal from there. And I was feeling bad because he kept saying, you are the one that wanted to do big girl. I told us to remain in Mushin. You are the one that wanted to come to Keja. You don't want to be living that life, blah, blah, blah. See what armed robbers are saying. He was blaming me for everything. So I was like, how can I make it up? So I bought a phone. Samsung phone then, you know, maybe I bought 2. One for him, one for myself. My dear, this one true life story. As I was taking that phone to go and give him where he was in Mushin, I was climbing the staircase. You know this, I face my slap your house. Their door, the day open, they put curtain for front of door. I just heard him and one lady chatting. And I just heard Iyabo. So that Iyabo, I paused. I just said, I don't love Iyabo, blah, blah. It's you I love. The girl was crying, no, you love her. Long story short, as I enter, I just shake. I don't know what to do. I was so traumatized. Even the phone where I carry go give myself, I give him the phone with the money. I come out, he didn't get up to follow me. So that moment I was shaking, I could not drive. I had to call one of my fellow colleagues there, you know, to come and help me out, blah, blah, blah. So at the end of the day, see, that was when I began to realize that, see, Iyabo, there is nothing you do. A man, whether you spend on him, you don't spend on him. If he wants to stay, he will stay. If he doesn't want to stay, he won't stay. So if you are lucky to suffer with a man and he knows it for you, enjoy it. That's the way God wrote your own. Sometimes you will spend on a man, he will know it for you. Sometimes you spend on a man, he will not know it for you. You understand? So, but at the end of the day, should I go and jump into the lake myself that time? Like that, my friend told me, my colleague, that said, yeah, but if you just die, you just go. These are your children. Somebody else will train them. And they might not even turn out the way they have turned out today. So if you die and go, then what becomes of you? And that thing stuck in my head. Like, you know what? And here is me still trying to get over the trauma of being, you understand, right in front of my ex-husband. That one never come up from my head. Then I got blamed for the whole shit that happened. That one never come up from my head. Then I know that he's loving somebody else and he's only with me, which I already heard him say on my wedding night that he denied the next day. That one never come up from my head. My 2 children became my priority. They became my love. They became the reason why I had to survive and live. And here I am today, thanking God for my life, my children, and everything. So that's why for someone like us, we would laugh about them because we don't go through that of having to stay and suffer with a man. But that does not mean that we should discourage other people that want to suffer with a man. You might get lucky. You might suffer with a man, and at the end of the day, you end up enjoying it. And sometimes you might suffer. These fingers know they equal, and some life to know they equal. You understand? But anybody will marry actor, suppose no say shock absorber, suppose they in balcony. So you understand? That's my own take about everything. That's why I've been through that. So just
but your husband was not an actor. Though. Your husband was not an actor, okay?
He wasn't an actor, but I'm just telling you that like after that, like I've been in the industry for 20-something years. We have seen things, we know as this thing they go. It's not easy. Most of these guys say, now the girls them they, now. All of them say, I want to dance, I want to
well, maybe your time now is really, really bad, because in my time we were very few actors.
Which my time now? My time then was I started acting in 1998, my dear. What time are you talking about?
I started acting before then now.
What time? 1970 something. Which year?
Okay, wait, I started Ripples, I think 1990.
Not be 1990. Don't be the same in 1990.
Not like that. That time there was discipline. Nobody wanted to shag anybody. It was not that.
Hey! You know how many times I go Winnie's? When they for the time he say, I will give you lead role. You are going to be my lead role.
Well, I don't know who did that. That really was just one person that ever did that with me.
Maybe out of 100, one person is. Maybe out of 100, 2 people, they're okay. Out of 100.
It wasn't that bad now.
It is very bad. It is very, very bad. You know that it is bad. Extremely bad, Seth. So,
but it all boils down to, like I said, it boils down to principle and commitment, right?
We all just come on social media and pretend like when one person does this thing, we pretend like, oh, it's such a big deal. It's happening every day.
But because it's happening, is it right? But what did I talk like this?
But we need to change.
Is it right? Don't say that.
We need change. You think it's going to change? This is our country, Nigeria. How will it change? Maybe in the Western world, it can change, but not in this country, Nigeria. Your husband and wife said, when I go police station, they go tell me it's a family problem. When I go solve from a house. Do you know how many men in this country that will marry, that they go to that same, they will take different women to same different registry, and they will still wear them in this Nigeria? We don't have a system that works for all these kind of things. So if you like, shout from now to tomorrow that if fresh way sit down for yourself. If you want to marry second wife now, you go marry her. We go shout. You not go change anything because there's no law.
Yeah.
There's no law. Even if he carries us to court now, they go drag and. At the end of the day, they will still put it once and say, okay, let them settle out of court. Okay, this and that. Except maybe she's very strong and she has maybe a very good, you understand? So if she carries herself now and goes to and she cries from now to tomorrow, the family will, the husband family will start to beg her, because of your children. See, our system cannot allow all these things to work because we don't have a system that backs the woman up, that supports the woman, that helps. You understand? So it's hard. If now Igbo country now, as she did so, she don't cash out. If she starts saying she won't divorce the man, now all the property they go share her. I've been
collect cash out.
70% said because now the guy committed out.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to explain to you, that in Nigeria, our system, it doesn't work. So we don't even have a system. It's when you have a system that it will work.
Okay, Iyabo, as a human being, are you trying to tell me that we've lost all conscience, we've lost all value?
Come Nigeria, come campaign, come Nigeria, come and campaign, come and do maybe first lady or governor, so that people can help us change Nigeria. This is our Nigeria. Our Nigeria get as it be. If they manage, and I manage, they manage. Hey.
Right, ladies.
See, best thing we can do for that woman is to pray for her. And just believe God that God will do it for her. And she our children are the only things that can give her strength. And, God and her children. She can draw energy. Like when she looks at those kids, she's going to be happy, like. Before you know it now, she and her husband said, they feel no fight. They feel celebrate another 1-year anniversary again, join. So what are you talking about? You understand? This is our Nigerian matter. I get as it be. No. Okay. I don't think
it's heartbreaking though. It's really heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
Okay, so let's go back to the olden. You people go back to the olden way now of women. But it's only the native doctors and babalawos. They will make a lot of money. They will make a lot of money, yes, because everybody will be looking for love. Even the wolis, Everybody, they'll make a lot of money because this one wants attention, this one wants attention. At the end of the day, now the man go mad. Yes. And now who in Baba strong pass? He's going to win. And at the end of the day, it will now be like everybody will be swearing oaths day and night. Because I know for sure, yes, there's karma, whatever, but that's going to take God knows how long.
How long?
Children will suffer. But I maintain what I say. It is not every woman you can touch her husband. In fact, you have to even be careful that the man is not intentionally using all the girls for sacrifice and it's his wife that is choosing and picking and enjoying. There are some men that, at least in the UK here, we know that some men have HIV and they intentionally refuse to sleep with their wives and they are loaded. Yes. So you that you're dating them and feeling very, very important. The wife is just looking at you. You're helping her do work. Yeah. You're helping her do work. Because at the end of the day, the man get HIV. You don't want to touch your wife for reason, and if they take your own medication, you don't know, they take your own medication. So it's a lose-lose. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that things need to change. If we as human beings do not change for the better, I'm sorry, it's going to get worse.
We have a system that works. That's the problem.
What is the system? The system I am the system. The system is not a structure. We are the system to say, no, I will not do this. Married man can't chase you. You go ask and say, you don't get wife, you're mad. Why should I date you? Looking at me, I'm even prettier than your wife, so I will not be decided. Are you crazy? Insult the man. If he does too much, go Google his wife, go to LinkedIn, find his wife, send the wife his voice message, screenshot. But people will not do that because they are hungry. They need the money from that guy. Unlike here, no matter as you don't get money, you go chop. Government go still even help you. You understand? But in Nigeria, I understand.
You guys have government. You guys have government no go help. Nigeria no get other one for you. Ojo àwọn èèyàn ṣe jembi by. Oh Vicky.
We need to get to see. There's nothing like system, Iyabo. A married man will come and chase you. Let's say a young married man. Come and chase you.
Hunger is too much in Nigeria. Hunger is too much.
Don't go back to your wife and your family. Even if the man decides to be your helper, not be saying you want to settle and once in a while with thank you, uncle, thank you, uncle. Let it be thank you, uncle, and don't go to his family.
Like some culture believes in more than one wife. Absolutely. Do you know that?
I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Some cultures believe in more than one wife.
They do.
So that's what I said.
Some believe in more than one wife.
Let's now remove love from marriage. Let's remove love.
So a lot of men, when they want to marry more than one wife, they begin to quote Mel along we.
So let's remove love. If you remove love from marriage, and we marry for benefits, it's fantastic. Yeah. If I even see you with woman, I go come out face self. Let it be my own. But as I come out face, I send you request, pay, I need this, I need that. If you don't bring it, well, while I go there. You understand? Then you can come. I mean, there are ways to do this thing, but please, let's stop talking about the olden days, our grandparents and co. Because our grandmothers knew how to put our grandfathers in a bottle and cook them very, very well. That is why they gave our grandmothers the permission that, okay, mommy, please, I like that girl. The mommy will say,
I want to marry.
Let me go and bring her for you. And she's bringing that girl. That girl is like her house girl. That girl is her house girl. What she says.
But you need to talk to your daughter about marriage. I heard you say you're not talking to her about marriage. Why?
No. But it's not a priority.
You don't believe in marriage.
Her education. It's not like I don't believe in marriage, right? But marriage is different from what you people are seeing marriage to be, and because marriage.
She do
See, marriage, marriage na commitment and principle. Commitment, we say, come rain, come shine. And together. Principle, we say, me as a human being, I refuse to, I am intentional about. My home is my priority, no matter what. You see that 5 minutes of bullshit. Now I'm bringing up my daughter to have a partnership in future, right? When you're ready to get married, you both will join money together. You buy a house. Everything is going to be 50-50. So that when in this thing stand, and you remember, say, you see that house.
She falls in love with someone that she wants to like doesn't have much, and she wants to do everything for the guy.
No. I did that. Me today. I see the court. I did that. She even knows now. She knows what we are doing.
You can't choose for her. You can't.
Oh, that is where you lie. You lie. You lie.
Any marriage didn't work, but I still would want my daughter to get married at a young age. Not very early, but at a young age. Because I believe that everybody has a chance. And everybody should be given that chance. Because my story went this way doesn't mean her story will go that way. So I cannot deprive her and tell her, oh, don't fall in love at a young age, don't get married.
No. I didn't say she shouldn't fall in love. I said she has to
do 50-50. She might be lucky to meet a guy that would do everything for her, and maybe her own money will do for her.
I don't want that. Don't do
and
for her.
She might be lucky. She might be lucky to find a guy who is hard working. And then she has to spend on him, and they both.
Then you get mad when they do. You not be locked now, stupidity. No. Iyabo, sweetheart, calm down. She's going to go to school. The country is set up to the extent that at 16, you're getting a job. Not even for the money, but to show you responsibility. Right? Yeah. By the time you're 18, you're in university. You're either doing apprenticeship or university. Any which way you're making money. By the time you're 20, 24, 26, you're doing your masters. And there are jobs. Thank God, that's the system that works. Now, listen. You dare not go on a date with a guy without your money. That is number 101. Right? You dare not show that you need him for any monetary thing.
Anything.
No, you don't do that. You see that the mistake when they make. That's why when girls they do one kind. No, you're going to grow up as a well-formed, functioning, financially capable
young lady.
So that any man that is falling for you or you're falling for, you're not doing it because of what he can give you. Because even the man coming to you will know that you have. All I have is my.
I get what you're saying, because like my daughter, that's how I raised her. She's been making her own money since she was like 17, doing brand influencing and making money. And trust me, they pay her a lot of money, so she makes good money. Right? She works on it.
Keep your money,
she's so tired. But I still always encourage her, like, if you find love, go for it. And if you want to settle down, you understand, I would be so glad if she settles down and marries early, so that there's no pressure on her. You know, when you start getting old and you're not married,
get another woman and marry her. No, let the children grow up and make up their minds on what they want to do. Anything. You don't work. Have your own house. Anyway, the criteria here is different. So my own, I've told her, you're giving me a master's and you're giving me a property before you even think about marriage, and that is for the 3 kids. Yes. Because once you start your first job, you're starting at 27,000, right? And if you're still living in my house,
even my daughter should buy a house. In my house, I'm going to her husband's house for my house.
Now, okay, yes, it's the same thing. Now, there's still house, but you have to have your own thing, because the thing where they cause all these insults sometimes. Let me tell you something about men and this new generation of men. I have a teenage boy, and I know what it's like, right? These days, this young men that we are seeing today, when you go out with a typical young boy in the UK, your date is asking you, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's what they are discussing. That's what they are discussing in the UK. Ask anybody that has a teenage child here, because they will tell you their ability. If they meet in university, this one they study this one they study this. They calculate their salary already.
Don't do.
So
even that the freeze don't tire.
Myself, I don't.
So all this, the man will come and do for you, do waiting for you. What is he doing for you? If you want to do wedding, you are buying your wedding gown. He's buying the ring. You're doing this. He's doing that. There's respect.
But what if he wants to buy the wedding gown?
If that's your problem, you will have to write that. Not tomorrow, don't come and insult my daughter that you bought her wedding gown. Rubbish wedding gown. Don't even try that nonsense. So let me just buy my wedding gown for my child.
Her husband might be different from your husband. It doesn't work like that, girl. He doesn't work like that.
Not be UK we day, not be London we day. Okay now. We'll see how it works. Don't buy for her. I don't want. We don't want. We have our own. We don't want.
Supposed to come.
Buy. Give. Take it. Transport fare. Top up. That's what is bringing in salt for you, for your girls there. Okay, good night.
Oh, wait. I want to add Gist Lover. Gist Lover.
Gist Lover
no go come at all. Never.
He go come, but you no go put lights. You no go put lights.
Like, when we hear their own side. Gist Lover, where you do?
No, now tomorrow morning I go. In fact, now this night I they go the page. This night I they go the page. That's my favorite page. That's my favorite page. Gist Lover,
like
I love you. Well done. Well done. They'll be making Nigerian youths to be thinking, God when.
You like violence. You like violence. Gist Lover.
You taught me violence.
Gist Lover, you are recruiting your violence students. One of them is here already.
Is it only me? You call? Yeah, but because you are old, I won't spare for you. You, when you start your own now, this whole screen will scatter. Yes, so no. We our lifestyle is different.
11K. Hey, Gist Lover.
Violence no go talk.
Don't fool everywhere. Gist Lover. How can you talk?
Violence no go talk.
You no go talk. You go just say yeah. You no go talk. You no bring me. Violence is waiting be that our British unknown artists when they go draw graffiti for nights. Nobody know them, and they make so much money, according to them. But yeah, I feel, you know, Nigerians, they need to start empowering their girls. They need to start empowering their girls so that there's respect. One big mistake I made in my marriage was that when they said don't do anything, I thought for the sake of peace, let me not do anything. I gave up my acting, I gave up education, I gave up everything. I stayed at home to be the good wife. At the end, the guy was progressing, he was going higher. I was still where I was. And so for the 14 years of the marriage, I was still where I was, that girl from Lagos. And he was, you know, doing his law, doing property. He was moving. And I wasn't even getting anything. But I felt contented being at home, taking care of the kids, not wanting anything for myself, because I gave myself, I felt marriage was two become one. I felt marriage was, you go. Whatever you get is mine.
Some marriage actually does work out. Some marriages, you know, like you sacrifice everything and them. See, a man that wants to be kept will be kept. But it does not about you cooking good food or having so many children for him. A man that wants to stay will stay.
That's a better one.
A man that wants to love you till his death will love you till death. So
that is what principle and commitment.
You know, not everybody is lucky at this thing, but that doesn't mean that you should totally just condemn it or blind your, you know, like.
No, I'm not condemning it and I'm not blinding it, but I'm saying that if I know.
Some women might give up everything, you understand, to take care of their children while the husband is working, and at the end of the day, you know, might work out for them. But some, it won't work out. See, this thing, everybody is different, and every situation is different.
But let us do the right thing. Let us as individuals do the right thing. Let us say this thing is not right and I'm not going to do it. Right? Let us live differently. Let us make a conscious decision to say, I will not do. You think say me you don't want to do all this thing when you know, understand. But I fear the consequences in future on my body, on my spiritual life, on a lot of things, on my pride. Me when they like to they put people for their position. I don't want tomorrow person go say, see this one, not before hotel, you just come up from. No, I'm not those things. So stay on your own.
What I know?
No, that be what you know. You come London, and they see you. You see me anywhere where you go, you just say, you get one actress where they do this thing. No, because as a woman, you need to respect yourself. And when you have children, you need to bring them up to the best you know, to the best ability that you can. And that is by being decent. Me, I'm all about, because decency is a safe person from disease, infection, juju. But they not kukuma carry one of my pikin, go do juju. Can't give me 100 million, I'm going to happy me what tomorrow.
Women are decent in their home, and husband will go out and come back and bring something to them now. Some women are decent. Some men are even decent. The wife go carry, can't give the man for house. I say just be prayerful. Just be prayerful.
Prayer, yeah. See, leave God though, leave prayer, leave all those things. Those ones will not even involve God and prayer, right? It is you as an individual. Atheists, they don't know God, but they are such decent people, because I've met a lot of them. They will tell you that this thing that they want to do to you, if you do it to them, they will not like it. So let them not bother. They don't believe in God or anything, but they are just decent people. So let's prayer can go.
Analyze them. Say Vicky, they talk morality. Iyabo, they talk reality.
Yes, but it can happen. You know, with due respect, I know we are on different. Maybe if I was in Nigeria, I don't know, but I am saying that when I was in Nigeria, things were different.
Hold on, Vicky, I understand what you're saying.
You think things were different because there was no social media bringing it out there. That's why you think things were different. Do you know in the olden days, husband and wife go fight, wife go pack almost, go marry another husband. After the husband no go agree, the wife go still leave that other husband, go back to the first husband, still go born there. You don't know some of those things that happened before.
Ah, okay. Well.
Oh, so you don't know. Oh. All the things that, see, even this, let me even tell you something. Social media has done two things, yeah? It has destroyed a lot of homes and it has mended a lot of homes. Before, men, they cheat with their full chest wide like this because there's no camera there to pick them. Now, men, when they cheat, now every time they look like this, they say camera, no, they
No, I just started with Just Love and Co. Now. I just started now. Before, I wasn't even like that. Before, they were still cheating with their full chest and saying, well, she will go and another one will come. But now, because people would drag them and trash them and insult them, that's even why they are hiding. But even at that, it's not all of them.
So it has always been. So when you say your own time, it was better. Even in that time, it was worse.
I know.
You know says about my both grandfathers are polygamists. My grandfather on my mother's side has married many women. Betuga. In Oguro to marry many women. You understand? I have a lot of cousins, niece, nephews, stepbrother. Like, it's even worse. It's even better now. Now, say, you even get a man staying with one woman, you know, for a very long time. In those days, our grandpapa, they marry plenty. They know they marry themselves. They just, they born, they go. Some, they marry, but most of the time, you have a lot. Especially the wealthy ones. Go and check all the names of these. Mention all these wealthy people that have names. You will see. They have plenty, you know, children from different women. Our grandfathers in those days, they married a lot of women. White, black, Igbo, Yoruba. You know, see, as I did, so my mama now half Igbo, half Yoruba, half Edo. I cannot even count how many women that her father married. You understand? And the same thing with my grandfather on my father's side too. So in those days, it was worse, but there was no social media. There was, you understand, there was nothing like that bringing everybody. So this thing don't date. Nobody say it just happened yesterday. It has been for a very long time. You understand? So it's just like, my own take is that just pray so that God gives you a lifetime partner that would love you and be with you and cherish you.
At this 40-something, which lifetime?
Because sometimes you can be the best wife ever, and then you marry the wrong person. Look at this woman that died, this musician, this gospel woman that died. You understand? She was a born again, she was religious, she was everything. Look at how the husband beat her up, and you know, at the end of the day, she's no more today. So what are we going to say to that? So it's just like in this life, and just know that it depends. Just pray. That's what I just say. Just why I say pray is that sometimes when Yoruba, like sometimes what you confess with your mouth, you might be lucky that it will come back to you that way. So just be mindful. You just have to be mindful. Have it in your mindset that things might go wrong, things might go right, but please God, help me that this thing goes right. You know, I never lose hope. Not because some men are bad does not mean
It's
all
not
men
about
is
losing,
bad.
it's not about losing hope.
All right.
It's about living to.
It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful hosting you. I learned so much. Today normally I talk and I listened more than I talk. Thank you, Iyabo. Gist Lover is right. You brought reality. And Victoria also brought morality and an idealist society, which also does make sense. So people at home are sitting down, they're going to weigh both sides, and at the end of the day, pick which is better. Old days of polygamy or the modern days of social media. It's up to you. Victoria, you're not too old to find love. You can get married.
No, never.
That's what I'm saying. You see, that's the mistake that we make. Forget love in a relationship and let everybody be happy. Love is intense. Love. See, just love God and love your children. Those are the only two people that even the children might.
But you have to love whoever you're going to get married to now.
What's the point in loving the person and the person is going to do the norm? Because now you're telling me it is a norm. And here, let's be realistic to ourselves. I said, remove love from relationship. Let us go in for what am I going to gain? What do you bring to my table and what do I bring to your table? I think that will make it more respectful.
No, I disagree. You have to love whoever you're going to be, because if I don't love you or I don't like you, I'm going to be very irritated. I won't even allow you to touch me.
You can like the person because the person talks well, dresses well, very intelligent. There are different things to like in a person. Maybe there are different reasons, you know.
Hold on. Let me close the live. But I agree with Iyabo. I cannot kiss somebody I don't love. Me, I cannot. Maybe
I need to have, you know, there has to be that feeling, has to be there. And then you can still bring what you're saying is right. You can still bring everything to the table, but at least you must first have that emotional attachment.
It's not love. Love is when the guy, for instance, this thing that is happening now, Osinachi loved her husband. That is love. Yeah. That is love. You see, Yu's wife, if she loves her husband, she ain't even going nowhere. And like you said, they will still do anniversary. That is love. Love is unconditional. Love is not because you cheated on me. No, that is why love is anyhow where it be, you get cancer, you they die, you marry another woman, you born 100 children, I am here. That is love. Now that is where we are missing the point.
Oh, love, that's Titanic love.
That's not love, but that's not love. That's bondage.
Yeah.
That's bondage. No. One person is in. It has to be. You see, it has to be equal share. If I'm feeling you, if I'm loving you, and you're not loving me back, and I'm still with you, I'm stupid. That's bondage.
No, that's not stupid. That's love. That is love.
No, that's not love. That's not the kind of love I'm talking about. That's bondage. That's being in denial. That's you being in denial. If you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't love you and you are giving that person all the love, you are definitely in bondage.
No,
and
it's
that is you being stupid and you being in denial.
Love. And that is why certain marriages work.
That's not love. No, that's not love. That's not love. That's not love.
No,
that's not love.
That's love. Right. You don't know waiting be love. That's why they get all this problem now. I don't know waiting be love. I don't know waiting be love. Because if you think that you're chopping my man and you think I will leave him because of that, no. Look, I would even arrange the bed for you.
Sharing cucumber is another different topic.
No, it's love.
A man can show you all the love and give you everything, and still be sharing your cucumber outside with somebody else.
That is love now. You're not supposed to get angry because that is love.
But see, when he's doing that, he's going to be hiding it from you. The moment he starts showing it to your face, the moment he starts showing it to your face, it doesn't. That is not love. When he starts showing it to your face, except his religion, except it comes from that religion part of the world where they believe that men alone we. So you that you are marrying that kind of a person, you should know that men you're along will be to fair war. You only get me lo ma ba de be. You can be number 1, but there will be number 2, 3, and 4. So we have to know this.
There's no love. There is no love. That one is not love. That one is convenience.
Victoria,
No. It's their religion, and you cannot. It's their religion. You cannot tell them not to believe in their religion.
Those beautiful guys are
There are
not
some women that are okay with it. They are okay with the fact that men alone we.
Not be royalty. Now make them fine young girls marry that man. Is that love?
Victoria, not keep me away.
All those beautiful babes from how many years? Beautiful babes. Is that love? Daddy Freeze, close your this thing. Now love them, love our royal highness.
Victoria, good night.
All right.
Bye.